Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing overstay and the notion of whether or not overstay can be quote-unquote fixed in Thailand. And what we're talking about here is, you end up in overstay. Can you get it rectified without leaving the country? Now, 2 years ago, 18 months ago, prior to the emergency decree here in March 2020, I would say, yeah, that's pretty much impossible. Again, all things occur at the discretion of immigration officers with respect, it's plenary. So with respect to rectification of one's status, depending on circumstances, an immigration officer may, during the adjudication, may make a favorable, favorable use of their discretion to go ahead and waive the overstay, fix it, so-called, probably dealing with a fine of some sort, but your status is rectified. It may be possible, even under pre-emergency decree. We've seen circumstances work out. It's taken a lot of work and a lot of explanation as to what happened, but we have seen situations under the emergency decree where people inadvertently fell out of status. They couldn't get into another status, or they were delayed in doing so, and there were methodologies of keeping those folks, in legal status. So theoretically, it may be possible. One of the best fixes for an overstay is to not end up in an overstay, or if you end up in an overstay, to get out quickly before you get blacklisted, because that's another portion of this. You go over 90 days in overstay, the presumption is you're blacklisted, at least for a certain period of time. Now, again, circumstances may dictate, and we've seen circumstances dictate where, that might not necessarily apply if one inadvertently ended up in that situation. But again, it is all based on a favorable exercise of discretion of a Thai immigration officer. So the thing to take away from this video, yes, it perhaps might be possible. Do not presume it by any stretch of the imagination. If you can keep yourself in lawful status in Thailand, do it. It is far better than presuming it's going to be possible to fix a situation after the fact. That said, especially during this emergency decree, there's more discretion vested in immigration officers for the specific purpose of dealing with these kind of unforeseen circumstances. Yeah, there may be a method of getting a situation rectified or fixed, but those situations are probably going to be few and far between. And if you're already in this situation, it's probably a good idea to contact a legal professional, gain some insight and guidance into how best to proceed.